Welcome everyone to the first episode of my Open Roller Coaster Tycoon Tips and Tricks series. Today we will be going over a few of the mandatory technique basics for custom scenery. To add or remove individual objects from your map, open up the Object Selection tool underneath the shovel icon at the top left. You will want to initiate the advanced options to view in greater detail. Currently, the save format for Open RCT2 does limit the amount of objects you can have in a single save game, which you will see at the bottom left. You will need to remove the objects to add objects if it is full. I just imported this glass wall. Because I have placed the object on the map, I will not be able to remove it from the object selection unless I delete all copies of it from the map itself. This is how you zoom in on the window scale factor. It does pixelate the game, however when working with small scenery objects it will really benefit you, especially when you just start out learning how to use custom scenery. Just make sure to zoom back out once you are completed. This is the scenery copy or dropper tool. This is used to copy a specific object already placed on your map instead of searching through your scenery lists. When holding shift you will be able to automatically stack any object after placing it. You can hold down shift and drag it up or down to move it to a very specific location as well. When holding control over an already placed object, you can have it automatically save the height location of the object and then drag it where you want to place it. Shift and control can be used in conjunction with each other. First select an existing object using control, then drag it to the grid location you wanted it. Then hold down shift while still holding control. It will lock it into place and you are able to then move it up or down. This will reduce the time you spend to place objects instead of start from the ground each time. This is how you activate the debugging tool. Go to options and then select the tab with the wrench icon. Select this box, which will then activate the shovel tool in the top left. These three options will now be available, including the tile inspector, cheats, and a few other options. Activate the disable clearance checks option. Now we will be able to overlap objects. However, automatic stacking is no longer active, and you will have to drag them up or down manually. You will need to lay objects in the correct order as I show here to get objects to overlay correctly. There is another way to correct this. First open the tile inspector and select the grid the object is on. Next find it in the element type list and reorganize the object appropriately within that list and it will correct the problem. The tile inspector has an array of different tools as well. You can raise any object up or down. You can even remove this tile from the park entrance that can't be removed from other conventional means by selecting the remove park fences after selecting the surface tile. You can also make things invisible by using this tool. Deleting it with this tool. Copying it with this tool, and then pasting it anywhere else with this tool, and rotating any object with this tool. The last part of this tips and tricks tutorial is the most important. Instead of having to select the grid tile and sort through the objects to find the one you want, you can actually hold down control and click on any object and it will automatically select it for you in the elements list. This is especially useful when building something really tall. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode and learned something from it. Feel free to request something specific for upcoming episodes. See you next time.